Hey, what is up everyone? Danny and Alex. In this boxing tutorial, let's look at some counter-punching techniques, so check it out. Alright, so before we begin, let's talk about what counter-punching is and what it's not. Alright, so let's say for example we're going back and forth, jab cross, hook cross, and then he goes in, boom, 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 boom. That's back and forth. This is not counter-punching and it's not sparring. This is my partner and I practicing punching combinations back and forth as a drill, right? So counter-punching, for instance, let's say we switch directions so you can see, maybe he throws a 1-2 and I go here, boom, see? So the counter-punching methods are either to use the defense of your own or a movement of your body, such as a slip, to make the opponent miss. So that way there you're in a perfect position to counter-punch, right? So that is counter-punching. So once I'm here after his cross, if I move to this side, I'm in a perfect spot where I can attack again and he just missed me, all right? So that's counter-punching. Now, let's look at a few methods. There's literally hundreds of ways you can counter-punch, and I have a lot of preferences on how I like to counter-punch, but I want to show you guys a couple of basic ones, all right? So let's look at, let's say, the jab. So one method you can use the jab is using a down block, right? So I just tap it down. So if he throws the jab, boom, like this, right? So now I want to be able to simultaneously counter punch. So as I make a miss by down blocking his jab, I'll throw mine simultaneously. So it'll look like this, boom, right away, right? So here, boom, right away. So I down block here, but I'm using my own jab to intercept any incoming punch thereafter. So once again on the jab, poof, and again, poof. Right? That's going to be my first counter punch. So there's many methods. That's the first one. Now let's look at one more method against the jab once again. So now if I use that same block, right? That down parry from here. Look at the opening I just created. From here, look, boom. That right hand is right to the target. Okay, so once again, here, boom, and boom, right back here. Okay, so on the jab, boom, boom, right away we can throw that counter punch. So these types of counter punching techniques put you in a perfect spot to throw a power punch. Now we're going to look at the right hand. So for example, if you threw the 1-2, as I blocked here, now the right hand is coming. I want to be able to cover right away. So as I cover, now we're going to use a technique that's sometimes referred as the count 3, right? Or the touch 3. So basically what it is the moment he touches my glove here, that's the touch, and this is going to be a 3. Boom, 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 right away. I'm going to use the cross, hook cross. So that's the touch 3. So here we go, boom, boom, and then pop, pop, pop. Right away, I want to fire out 3 strikes so that way that I can intercept maybe a left hook or anything incoming thereafter. So once again, slowly look, boom, I cover here. I'm still looking over my forearm, and as I throw my cross, the hook cross will follow right after. That's the 3-punch combo. Now let's look at the cross once again. So if you threw that left jab, I down block here, but now the cross is coming. I want to be able to move to this side. Look, if I slip on the right hand, he throws the right hand, I move back or I move to the side like this. This is all great and dandy, but the thing is, I want to be able to position myself in a spot where I can actually punch him back. So if I just move to the outside here, boom, that's fine, but I'm kind of a little bit off with the distance. Now I want to be able to, let's say on the jab cross, tap this one and move here with my step. Look, now perfect shot, boom, to the liver. Maybe come back upstairs with an uppercut, boom, and come back over the top. You know, there's many ways of putting your combinations together. If we switch sides, if he goes 1-2, boom, boom, bam, and then here, boom, boom, right? Right away we're in spot. So the idea is once you position yourself for the first shot, then the follow-up punches are going to be depending on if he leaves his arm out, if he drops it, or if he brings it back, and that's going to be depending on what punches you're going to follow up. But the idea is, once again, using your good positioning, such as the slip in this case, to position yourself to counter punch. Now we got to look at one more punch, and that is the left hook, right? The left hook is one of those punches that we're going to use similarly against the punching hand of the right side, but this time on his left hook, when it comes here, I'm going to use this cover on this side. So notice when you kind of turn to use that shock absorber on the left hook, it positions yourself right in the middle, because when the person throws that left hook in front, here, there's a big opening at the chin. So look, as he throws the left hook, boom, bam, that left uppercut is in position. All right, so what we're going to do here is counter here. Now, if I'm in a straight line, I'm going to go uppercut here and look, follow through with the right hand. Okay, so I'm gonna cover here, boom, pop, pop, right away. So uppercut, cross. Other times, if I'm a little bit tight, he's gonna go here, poof, short uppercut, but look, overhand right, down the pipe. Okay, so there's gonna be different distances to understand, like once you drill, to know which counter to use. But for an example, here on the left hook, boom, and then pop, pop, right away. We can throw some counters such as uppercut and then right hand. Now, once we understand how to counter and whatnot, we want to use rounds to really put this live and understand how to use them at what moment and use your timing, right? So for example, if we go through the ones we did, we'd be boxing here, put a timer, and I'm just feeding him the different punches. So as the jab comes in, boom, right? And now he wants to use those counters we worked on. So boom, simultaneous here, right? Boom, on the second one, maybe it's the left hook, boom, bam, bam, right? Maybe it's the right hand here, boom, look, body shot over, maybe intercepts, right? Again, boom, with a right hand here, again, boom. See, that's a good one. See, we switch sides. We talked about covering, so if a 1-2 comes in, boom, boom, and then we fire off with a cross hook cross, we can also intercept. So as the 1-2 comes in, boom, boom, we can tap it, or boom, side, body, or other times, boom, boom, see? As the cross comes in, you'll intercept with your own cross by sidestepping. So these methods we want to practice. Then we also have the left hook. So if the left hook comes in, boom, look at the opening, boom, boom, right? So if he's tight with the overhand instead, boom, 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 right? Because sometimes another thing could happen is if I threw the left hook, boom, when he throws the uppercut, maybe he hits the glove here. And now the overhand goes right over top to create that striking, perfect striking punch, all right? So those are different types of things you want to use. Like I said, literally hundreds of different counters you can use. I actually didn't even show some of my preferences. My favorite ones are not going to be shown here, but I wanted to leave you guys with some great counterpunching combinations you can use in your own training sessions. Hope you enjoyed this content. Leave us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you
in the next video.
Take care.